Today we are going to dive into the topic the cost of living in Singapore, from housing, grocery, educations, everything we are going to discuss in this video. If you are newcomer and you plan to come to Singapore, so this video will be best guide for you, and believe me, I am staying in Singapore. I am almost giving accurate data based on my experience. So taking my reference video experience, you can expect how much expense you may get for you and your family. So let's start for the video. In our list, the first is housing. Yes, Singapore is renowned for its modern, efficient flats. It may be HDB, condos, it may be standalone flat, and the cost of rent may be vary from $2,500 to $3,000 if you are going for the normal HDB flat. If you are going for little bit luxury flat, you may need to pay a little bit more, which is let's say $3,500. But if you are going far from the city and if you are going for the less luxury life, you may need to pay a little bit less, which may be around $2,500. Maximum 6 person can stay in HDB, but that is also depends on the agreement between owner and tenant, how much they are got agree. And apart from this, if you are hunting for the apartment, HDB, flat or standalone, anything, you may need to refer the website Gumtree, social networking site. Carousel is nowadays a very good website where everything second hand, even you can sell and buy, and even HDB hunting also you can do there. If you are planning to come to Singapore, make sure you are trying to search before 2 or 3 months, because 6 months more advance nobody will allow you, or immediately also if you are coming, people may charge you more, so that part you need to consider. So the average expense for the monthly of HDB will be $3,000. Next, come to the important part, which is education. Yes, the parents who having the kids, they may need to pay big amount from their pocket for their education. Yes, in Singapore the education is very costly. For example, if your kids is going in grade 1 for international Indian school, you may need to pay more than $1,000, and that is only the school fees. Apart from this, like books, dresses, and the extracurricular activities, transportations, you include all this expense, it may come around $1,500. So you need to see your pocket, how much expense you can do for your kids' education. Because if you have 1 or 2 kids, you won't be worried, okay, you can still go for it. However, like if you are going for school selections, you have to choose the different options. You have to see your requirement, what is fulfilling, and based on that or based on the kids comfortability, reachability, you may select the specific school. Apart from this, these are the Indian international school, but you may need to pay more amount for the international, like Canadian school, international American school, UK. So maybe $2,000 or $3,000 monthly basis you need to pay. So it's up to you how much you want to spend for your kid. Another option is grocery. Yeah, this is one of the important part, because as an Indian we daily need a lot of grocery, lot of things we really can't eat and we used to cook at home. So grocery is the most important part, where average for me I am spending $500 to $800. This include from vegetables, fruits, your milk, other stuffs, whatever you are using on daily day-to-day basis, how much you want to spend, because based on your expenditure the expense will come. There are a lot of shops options, like which is 24/7 hours open, let's say the Fair Price, Sheng Siong, Prime, the local shops, even Chinese shops. So there are a lot of options for a grocery, you no need to worry at all. Even there are some applications which really provide you free delivery if you are not capable of going outside, but you should have the minimum amount, let's say the $50 purchase you have to do, then only they will deliver to your home. So you have to check for the applications, what are the available applications. This is for your information in case if you need to have it. Related to education, I really forgot it, because my kid also going in promoting in grade 1, and on that basis I am telling what the education fees you may get it. For local school, if you are getting admissions, you may need to pay lesser than this, but sometimes very difficult to get the admission for kids in local school. Later I will be preparing a video where I will guide you how you can try to apply in the MOE, Ministry of Education's website, so your kid can get admission in the local school. Next topic is PUB, which is including your electricity and your water supply bill, so that is also completely comes on you. For water supply you really cannot less because this is a basic need for you, but for electricity, let's say if you're using more aircon, more electronic devices, more electrical equipment, then it may come for you more. And for information, summer will be starting from June, July, August, where you need to on aircon most of the time. For me, I usually on it because my kids and we always feel the hot, and this is normal in Singapore every time. And if it's coming to November, December, January, you may need to use less aircon because it's kind of a winter in Singapore, so your PUB may be less for that particular month. So based on your usage, you can get your electricity or your water supply bill. And let's say if you are wanted to reduce your electricity bill, what you can do, you wanted to wash your clothes outside. There are a lot of small shops, automatic 24/7, where you can go and you can use those facilities to wash your clothes, dry your clothes, and that's an affordable price, $5 one-time washing, where you can put a lot of clothes inside. So next option is transportation. Singapore is really famous for its top-notch transportations. Within that particular area, really you can go around, take a look, and that won't be taking much time, even with the less cost. And for that you need to pay monthly $150 to $200, and this is for one person on the monthly basis. So depends like how frequently you are going, but average you will get this much only. And moreover, there are more options to pay for that particular fare. You can use credit card, and then on top of that credit card you will get extra point that you can convert into rebate points into money, and you can pay some amount of your bill. So it's like a win-win situations. You will get you can pay your transportation as well as you will get some kind of a rebate on your credit card. So even you want to take Grab, you want to take Gojek, Comfort, Delgro, all kind of taxi is available 24/7. So it's very simple to install applications on your mobile phone. Once you on, you can select your source and destinations, and you can go to any location. From 15 to 20 minutes, it may take around $15 to $20, because usually I go to office or I go to any specific place, I know this much of time it's taking, and the charges come around $15 to $20. So again, it's predefined, will show in your applications how much charges you will get and how much amount will detect. You can pay by net or credit card, both options it's available for you. Next is other things like a gym. If you are really health conscious, you are maintaining your physics, for gym monthly you need to pay $60 to $100, depends on what is your locations and where you are going. So this is monthly charges where you can accessible almost most of the time is 24/7. Some are providing maybe 7 to 7, or depends, you need to check. Usually they will charge the amount based on the 6-month plan, so there is no monthly. You need to take on the 6-month basis, but you have to pay monthly fees, and that will be $100 or some deposit you have to give. So let's say if you are not coming on specific month, you say you are not coming, so they will not return your deposit. So around $60 to $100 you may consider for gym expense. Now come to the attractions ticket. For one person it may cost around $30 to $60 fee for each and every attractions. It may include the Marina Bay observation deck, it may include the night safari, river safari, or your zoo, or a science art park. So there are a lot of attractions where you can go, and definitely you can consider the average ticket cost for an adult is around $30 to $60. So let's say in a month you are going to 4 places, so it may cost around $200. So finally, let's come to overall summary. Like we have calculated the housing, the transportations, educations, PUB, gym, and for the ticket. So everything we have calculated. Now if we calculate everything, it comes around $6,100. Yes, this much you need to pay from your pocket. All will be for the one person except for the housing, because for housing 4 people minimum or 6 people minimum can share the $3,000, but yes, kids definitely cannot share. So hope this video is very good guidance for you, and do let me know what are the things where you are doing more expense, and do let me know if you wanted to know any other things, like do let me know if you want to know the any other area where I'm doing expenditure. So overall I have given the explanations as well as the total cost of a person on a monthly basis, except for the housing, because housing is $3,000 cover for 4 to 6 people. So hopefully this video will be very good guidance for you, and you may now able to calculate your monthly expense, how much you may get. Thank you very much. Take care. Bye bye.